Hello, good morning. It's me again, Teacher Bell, and welcome to another session of our class lesson. So before we do that, let us take your comfortable seat and enjoy our lesson for today. Alright? So, of course, before we proceed to our new topic, let us have a replica first on what we have tackled last meeting. So I'm gonna show to you a sample pictures, then you will try to guess what is this pictures about. So don't worry, this will be only based in our previous lesson, alright? Are you ready? Good. Right, the first picture is, there you go. It has different sizes. Okay, that is what we call the measuring cup, right? Next. Yes, that is what we call the measuring spoon. The third one, exactly, we are using this in measuring our dry ingredients. This is what we call the measuring glass. How about the next one? Okay, that is what we call the sifter. Very good, everybody. Alright, so now, try to observe these pictures given in our monitor. Do you think is there a similarities between them? And what do you think the function, the main function, why do we have these tools? Very good, okay? These are used to measure the ingredients, okay? So based on your answer, and what do they is how to measure dry and liquid ingredients accurately, alright? So when you hear the word accurately, so what does it mean? We have to get the actual amount or quantity of our ingredients, okay? It should be exact. So now, how can we measure our liquid and dry ingredients accurately? Using different or appropriate tools and the procedures, okay? So our objective for today's lesson are, okay, at the end of this session or lesson, we are expected to first identify the tools and ingredients used in measuring liquid and dry ingredients. The second is we will demonstrate or to measure our ingredients accurately. And the third one, we need to follow the standard procedures in measuring our liquid and dry ingredients. Okay? So first, these are the materials that we need to use. Okay, in measuring dry ingredients, we will try to use the flour or what we call the harina. The second ingredient is the granulated white sugar. The third one is the brown sugar. Okay, and other ingredients are the baking powder or the baking soda. Okay, the next one for our liquid ingredients, we will use the water or the milk. Okay, so of course we cannot able to do all of this if we don't have the measuring tools. So what are the measuring tools? First, the measuring cup and individual measuring spoons, of course. Next, the measuring glass and the other materials that we need to prepare, like the spatula or the rubber scraper, the tray, and of course our sifter. Okay, later on we will therefore find it out how these utensils can able to help us to get an accurate measurement. Okay, let us try the first one, the flour. Okay, so first we need to sift the flour. Now, are you wondering why we need to sift the flour? We need to do this to remove the lumps of our flour. Okay, we can sift the flour 2 to 3 times or as needed. Okay, the second procedure, after we sift the flour, we can now scoop to fill the measuring cup and make sure it is overflow. Remember, do not shake nor tap our measuring cup. Okay, let it scoop gently and make it overflow. Okay, so after that, the third one, we will use the spatula to level off our flour. Okay, that's how we get it. Simple as that. The second one is the sugar. So how can we get the white sugar? First, sifting is not necessary before measuring unless it has a lumpy. Okay, so unlike for our flour, the white sugar is not necessary, or it is not needed in measuring our white sugar or the granulated one. All we have to do, if there's a lump, you can stir it well. The second one, you can now fill the measuring cup until overflowing again. Again, do not shake or top our measuring cup, right? So after that, we can now use any kind of straight edge or even the spatula or the scraper to level up our measuring cup. Okay? Simple as that, right? The next is we have the brown sugar. Now, maybe some of you are wondering, why is there a white and brown sugar indicated here? Is there a difference? Yes, there is a difference in measuring those two. So this is how we do the brown sugar. Of course, the first one, check if the sugar is lumpy before measuring. Okay, if there's a lumps, okay, you have to stir it well, or you can use the rolling pin to remove the lumps. And of course, if there's an unnecessary dirt, please remove it first, alright? So after removing the lumps, you can now scoop into our preferred measuring cup or spoon. Okay, this is the difference between the white sugar. In brown sugar, we have to make sure that it is compact. Okay, so if you try to invert it, it should be like that. Alright? Next, for our powdered food like the baking powder and the baking soda, okay, this is how we get the accurate measurement. Okay, first, of course, we have to remove the lumps again by stirring our powdered food. Okay, after we remove the lumps, we can now dip the measuring spoon in our powder or our baking soda, for example. Okay, so and then we have to level off the spatula or back of the edge of the knife or right in our can pan. So that is how we do it. Just stir, scoop until overflow and level up. Simple as that. Just to give you a tip, do you know that the baking soda is not just used for baking purposes? Because baking soda can also be used in different ways. Like this. Okay, I'm gonna show to you
impressive uses. Number 1. Hand softener. To scrub away dirt and odors, mix baking soda with warm water and rub it in your hands. This natural hand cleanser will leave your hands clean and soft. Number 2. Food soother. Create your own food bath with a tablespoon of baking soda and warm water. This baking soda bath will remove bacteria and odors and can help to prevent toenail fungus. Number 3. Hair cleanser. Simply add a teaspoon of baking soda to your shampoo, rub it into your hair and rinse as usual. Baking soda shampoo is ultra clarifying, so it's a great way to remove dirt and oil as well as residue that is left over from hair products. Number 4. Homemade toothpaste. Baking soda toothpaste is a great way to improve dental health. Baking soda is known to increase plaque removal. Straight baking soda has abrasive qualities and over time it may wear away enamel. Instead, to keep fresh breath, you can add baking soda to your toothpaste, make your own homemade toothpaste, or just dip your toothbrush in baking soda a few times a week.
So you see, baking soda is not just only used for baking purposes. It has different secret tips on how we can able to use the baking soda wisely. It can greatly help us in different ways. So next, the shortening. So what are the shortening? These are the solid fats. Okay, so how we can measure the solid fats? First, fill the measuring cup or spoon with the shortening while pressing until it is full. Okay, just like that. Okay, some common solid fats are the butter, cheese, milk, fat. Okay, so just fill the measuring cup and press until make it full. Okay, Next, the liquid fats. Okay, first we have to pour the oil, for example, or the milk or the water ingredients in our measuring glass, and then check if it is filled up to the measuring mark. Okay, remember that do not lift the cup when measuring. Okay, all you have to do is to put or place our measuring glass in a flat surface and try to look the actual measurement based in our eye level. Okay? Next, okay, just like for the milk. Okay, same with our oil. Pour the milk in the glass measuring cup to the measuring mark. Again, do not lift our cup. Okay, just place in a flat surface, pour it, and okay, look in our or check in our eye level like that. Okay, help us in the. So maybe some of you miss some of the standard procedure. Okay, for you to have the recap again, okay, please take a pause and watch my short video. Okay, of course, before we start our measuring, we have to assure that our hands are clean by using soap, and we have to wash our hands thoroughly. Clean towel or tissue. For us to get an accurate measurement of our dry and liquid ingredients, we have to use the appropriate materials like the sifter, the rubber scraper, and the spatula. We also have the measuring cup, the measuring spoon, the measuring glass for our liquid ingredients, and of course, the materials that we need to try to get the accurate measurement. easy to get the accurate measurement as long as you have the appropriate tools to use and you know the standard procedure on how we get the accurate or exact amount. So in our assessment, okay, you can now copy the given link on our monitor for our short assessment. If you can able to copy it, if you have the scanner, you can now scan our QR code, okay, so you can directly go to the link of our assessment. Okay, for the enrichment activity, okay, please take note of this. Let's do this. Okay, choose one option on a given task below. This activity helps you to find out how you really understand getting an accurate measurement. Task number 1, you can prepare a short skit about the lesson. Task number 2, demonstrate the procedure on how to get an accurate measurement based on the given ingredients. Task number 3, make a commercial show what are the do's and don'ts in getting an accurate measurement. Okay, you can now screen capture our enrichment activity for your preference. Okay, so this how we can assess, okay, or grade your enrichment activity. That's end of our lesson. Again, thank you for listening and please keep safe.